3.34.
Text 1.
Paying it forward. This week's lead article comes from journalist Amy Randall, who tells us why she would like to live in a kinder society and explains the benefits of paying it forward.
In today's cynical world, it's often difficult to give and accept kindness. The smallest acts of kindness are often met with suspicion, and yet there is plenty of evidence to suggest that being kind can make you healthier and happier. So, what sort of acts of kindness am I talking about? They can be big gestures or just small, everyday things that will make people smile. At one end of the scale, an anonymous person might pay for someone's expensive operation without expecting a thank you. At the other, there are the small gestures which might seem trivial but are often extremely welcome. One example of this is the story of a 12-year-old boy who found a stranger's phone on a train. When he contacted the owner, she was so impressed by his honesty that she offered a small reward. He didn't accept the money, but he wrote a note and sent it with the returned phone. In the note, he said that he didn't want the money, he just wanted the woman to do something nice for someone else. This kind of gesture is known as paying it forward. The idea is that if you do a good deed for someone but ask for nothing in return, they will then do a good deed for someone else, and kindness will multiply and create a huge wave of good feeling across the globe. There are many benefits to being kind. Giving to others can make you feel more connected to other people and increase your sense of purpose in life. You feel you've made a difference, and there's a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Taking time to help others may even protect you from disease. A 30-year study has shown that women who volunteered for a charity were 16% less likely to suffer a major illness during that period, perhaps because it lowers stress levels. I believe that people are naturally kind. This was also the conclusion of a study by Michael Norton at Harvard Business School. He did research in more than 130 countries and found that people who spend a bigger proportion of their income on others were more fulfilled than those who spend it on themselves. He thinks the desire to give and share could be a basic human trait. That's the theory anyway. But when I've tried out acts of kindness on strangers, they often seem unsure how to react to me. In my local coffee shop, I tried to give away a cup of coffee. I thought people would be delighted, but instead, I was met with suspicious stares. Then I realized why this was happening. We don't expect kindness from strangers. On the contrary, we expect them to trick us or take advantage of us. But don't let that put you off. I did find someone to take my coffee, and when I saw how pleased she was, it made my day. We need to fight against the me-first society we live in and start a kindness movement. It sounds cheesy, but I think we need it.
Text 2.
No questions asked. A woman who runs a sandwich bar selling peanut butter and jam sandwiches noticed that somebody had removed some food from her rubbish bins. When she realized that a homeless person was taking leftover food from her bins, she was upset. She was sad to think that someone was so poor that they had to eat other people's leftovers. She typed a note and pinned it to her restaurant window. The note was addressed to the person going through the rubbish for their next meal. She told this person that they were a human being and worth more than a meal from a dustbin. She offered them a free peanut butter and jam sandwich, fresh vegetables and a cup of water, and promised not to ask any questions. The restaurant owner said she understands that everyone needs help at one time or another, and in this case, she was happy to offer the homeless person a helping hand.